Hi, I'm Randy Robison. Welcome to Life Today Digital Edition. I'm here with the founder of the If Gathering. And if you have been to one of those, you know how dynamic it can be. Jennie Allen is with me. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Great to see you
How
too.
many times have we done this? We've done this a few times.
A few times. I think this might be our third. Yeah.
New book made for this. 40 Days to Living Your Purpose.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, I think everybody's aching for it, right? Everybody wants to feel like they're in their lane and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I think for a lot of women, they feel a lot of pressure when they hear that word and they wonder, I constantly talk to women who wonder if they're doing anything important. They wonder if they're living out their purpose. And so I see this kind of ache to get that right. They want to get their lives right. And so, I think for so many of us, we think purpose is way out there and it's something we've got to work really hard and dig and find, and it's going to take a lot of work. But honestly, what gets me most excited is people that realize, wow, in so many ways I am living the purpose that God had for me.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I think we tend to make it too hard sometimes. Do you think we do that?
100%. And it's my biggest fear with naming it this. You rarely does the author get to pick the name of the book, but I didn't want anybody to feel more pressure. I think we do feel like it's just, we've got to get it right. And there's only one right thing, and it's not.
Or that it's huge and big and impressive, and and Jesus made it pretty simple. Love God with all your heart, love your neighbor as yourself. If you start with that, you really can't go wrong. Right,
and you're going to, please. The book actually starts talking about surrender. It's not everybody's favorite, but I think that's it. It's like, okay, if I, it's so interesting. We're not actually chasing something. In a lot of ways, we're letting go of something.
You're a breath of fresh air. Because seriously, we make it like, I got to do this, And God goes, no, just surrender. Just lay down and let me do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't get to read all of it. I did see that you tackle a huge, huge issue. And it's so funny because I think every generation hits this at some point. Because I'm hearing this from my kids. Mm-hmm. Literally, my daughter in college texted me going, Dad, I don't know how to answer this from my non-Christian friends, or even from my Christian friends. And that's the problem of suffering. Mm-hmm. The C.S. Lewis, the problem of pain. Yeah. That's a tough one. What are you trying to communicate on the suffering part of life?
So I'm a big fan of Batman. I actually love all the Batman movies, but I remember the one that really showed where his passion came from, and it was really rooted, interestingly, in his greatest fear. Yeah. And so the night that his parents died, it was marked with, and around that time, with a fear of bats. And he had run out of, the theater they were in because something reminded him of a bat. And when they ran out, his parents were shot. And how interesting that the source of his greatest pain would become the theme in the story of him being a rescuer, and I'm one that loves pop culture. So I'll look for the gospel all over it. And for me, I was like, that is what I've seen again and again in my own life. And I've seen it in so many other people's lives, that many times our purpose comes from the very things that have been the most difficult, where we've suffered the most, where we've lost, the greatest. And in those places, often comes the place where we get to be the rescuer for other people. And I mean, that was Jesus, right? That's the gospel, is that, through his death, we have life. And so I think that theme of looking at our suffering, it's hard to do, and I'm tender about it. I know it's not easy to go to those places, but I believe when we go there, and especially as God heals us in those places, we are able to meet need for people. If my husband were to die, I know the friend I want to call first. I know it's my friend who lost her husband. That tends to be what we want. We want the people that have been through the thing that we are facing.
Sure.
So often I think our purpose is connected to the darkest and hardest parts of our lives.
Interesting. Okay, so people can get the book. It's out now, and you're going to talk about more of that on the broadcast show. A couple of them, actually. What's going on with you?
Yeah.
What are you busy doing these days?
Well, I've actually found myself in a really sweet season. I have been leading If Gathering, and those first few years were really brutal. Just building something from scratch is just,
It's a lot of work.
Don't be a wimp. Yeah, it's been hard and taxing, and I'm in this place right now where I feel like God's brought me back to the things I love most, which is really creating resources and tools for people and making disciples. And I am happiest when I'm doing that, when I'm building things that help people make disciples. So it's fun to be back in kind of creation mode and
what does that look like? Is that a lot of laptop in Starbucks?
It's a lot of laptop. It's a lot of, even if it's for speaking, you're alone, 90% preparing that. It is a lot of laptop and early mornings. And God has blessed me. I wake up at 5 a.m.,
Oh, really?
I wake up pretty naturally early, so it's a lot of time alone.
That's good. I'm on the other end of that spectrum. When I'm in a creative mode, that's when I go to bed.
Right.
Because I hit that stride and I look at the clock and go, oh gosh, I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
That's cool. A lot of fun to hear. What's your website for people that want to catch up with you?
Yeah, it's jennieallen.com.
Okay.
JENNIE.
Right on the screen.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check out her website. And if you haven't been to an IF gathering, you've got these going on.
Well, yeah, every year, and you can check it out right now. It's ifgathering.com is that website, and a lot of our talks are there, and yeah. Yeah,
definitely. If you haven't seen that, get on that right now.
Special,
and if you know about that, you get it. So at least check out the new book, and check out Jennie when she's on the broadcast show of Life Today. You can see that at lifetoday.org. And are we doing one with Dr. Parrott?
Yes.
So you're going to be on with Dr. Les Parrott?
Yeah.
That'll be very interesting. Because have you met him before today?
We've spoken on the phone. This is the first time we're meeting in person.
Oh, so that's going to be fun. Because both of you guys are in a real good place and a very helpful place. So check out all that stuff, fun stuff, lifetoday.org. Hey, thanks for watching. Please share this video, follow us on social media, and subscribe to this channel.